In her early 40s, Janet Miranja is one among the many mothers who still hold to the hope of having a different script of being parents. Miranja is a receptionist at a local school in Nairobi. On her normal daily routine, her jovial and spirited nature can hardly reveal the pain she harbors each single day. Having been married for about 6 years and later being dumped by her then husband for failing to give him the title father, life has never been the same apart from hoping.
Unataka nikuje kwa nyumba nikuje kucheza na mtoto gani? So he could come very late in the night. Hakutaka kuheshimiwa.
Miranja was diagnosed with fibroids, a situation that led her to have infertility problems, even after several attempts including using herbs and numerous visits to hospital just to earn the title mother. And due to lack of finances to seek the IVF procedure, the process is costly for low-income earners like her.
Huyo mume abruptly alichange. Ikawa ni matusi, madharau. He doesn't come home. Chakula hakupei. Mpaka akatoroka akaniacha kwa nyumba.
Just to unravel the puzzle of the IVF procedure, we meet one Jen Mashira, an obstetrician and gynecologist who notes that this specialized procedure, being costly, can only be accessed by persons who are civil servants or the rich. Over the last several decades, the delay in childbearing as well as infertility problems among women and men has become an increasingly common problem. However, with the new technology, let's talk of the IVF process, has seen a number smile, while to others, it still remains a puzzle.
It is really a big issue that it is not that it's women. While we know that usually men and women tend to contribute almost 50-50 to the infertility need. We say that 30% of the causes of infertility is women. Another 30% you find it's purely the man and the woman is okay. In 30% of cases we find that both of them have a bit of a problem. Of course, there's another 10% where we can't tell what the cause is.
In a public hospital such as Kenyatta National Hospital, the cost of an IVF procedure costs about 400,000 to 500,000 Kenya shillings, while Aga Khan Hospital costs about 500,000 Kenya shillings. This covers the cost of the IVF medication, scans, egg collection and embryo transfer. However, charges such as nutritional supplements, antibiotics are not included in this cost.
The contributor who contributes every month and is not a civil servant to get at least part of the funding to come to cover IVF, or to get IVF in public hospitals. That would make it something that is affordable to most people. Because for right now, I would say less than 5% of the people who need it are getting IVF care.
Esther Nyambura is a civil servant who works as a teacher as well as founder of Blessed Womb Association. For her case, she is a lucky mother of 3 who were delivered through the IVF procedure. However, it has seen her part with over 2 million Kenya shillings.
In my case, I went to Nairobi West. That is where they approved 450,000 and they paid for me, and I was able to get now this new child that I'm having.
Nyambura had her own struggles before she could hold her bundles of joy. Her first children, who are twins, through the same procedure, and now 3 years old with her second set of twins coming through successfully, only that one of the twins didn't make it.
And I'm telling you, a woman who is so desperate, who is in pain, whichever path she's shown that this one can lead you to be called a mother, they will follow it up.
The IVF procedure is, however, unavailable to disadvantaged and poor Kenyan women who may have to carry the burden of the tug of parenthood for the rest of their lives. The NHIF, which provides insurance services to ordinary Kenyans, say they are not involved in coverage of such cases. The NHIF Acting Chief Executive Officer Nicodemus Odongo said that the procedure can only be covered in enhanced employer schemes.
The society takes the woman to be the problem. Everything to do with childbirth, they take it negatively if we are not having it. The problem is the woman.
The consequences of infertility hits women hard, especially in African traditions where having children is much of importance, and women such as Esther will go an extra mile to ensure that they have children, while low-income earners like Milliah still struggle to access this service.
Unaona ile kuangaliwa na kuangalia, nasikianga likiniguza sana, huitwa tasa. Mpaka nauliza Mungu, mbona uliniumba kuwa mwanamke?
Infertility affects 10 to 15% of Kenyans and globally. And according to the World Health Organization, the figure stands at 11.9%. The causes are traced to the male partner in 20% of the cases, the female in 38% of the cases, while another 27% in both the man and the woman, while in 15% others, no cause of infertility is attributed to either partner.
Fedha ndio shida. Nikipata wa kusimama nami anisaidie ili hii kidonda kitoke, naweza furahi sana.
The consequences of infertility among women hits them so hard, especially with the African traditions where children are of much importance, thus making women such as Esther Nyambura go an extra mile to earn the title mother, whereas the low-income earners such as Janet Milliah are still left struggling. Milliah, Kisienya, Nairobi County.